Alright, how's everybody doing today? I see Devness, Mr. Keebs, Red Hawk, Not Negative, and Kevin, Brax, Red Mirror, Precise Troll. How's everybody doing today? And Hearthstones, hey. Mr. Keebs says, I was offered a black and red canoe. Should I take it? How much was it? That's a question, right? And hey, Russ the Bus, I just dropped your keyboard off actually. So should get picked up either tomorrow or Monday. 600? Yeah, I don't buy it for 600. It's a nice board, but I don't know if it's 600. You can get better stuff for 600. Okay, and then yeah, everyone loves the color. Trust me, it looks even better in person. So in person, it's it's greener, that's for sure. So just like, so one thing I have to fix for my camera is, or at least, I don't know, maybe my monitor just doesn't look green enough because this monitor is pretty crap. I haven't calibrated this monitor. But from what I can see over here, it doesn't look as green as what it does in real life. So kind of like Hyperfuse Origins. It's even greener in real life. So it's a very nice malachite color. Alright, so Kevin says, hi Anthony, you know TX milk? Sample update. Yeah. I used to drink Texas milk quite often actually. When I was growing up, I had a lot of New Zealand milk because we didn't have good cows in Malaysia. But since I moved to Texas 6 years ago, I've been drinking quite a bit of TX milk. Gives me the shits though. So recently I've been moving to lactose-free milk. Anyway, yeah, I think you're talking about the white TX 84SE, right? It looks amazing. I have to see pictures again because I only saw it when I woke up and I was on my phone. Well, either when I had just woken up or before I went to bed. I think it was right before I went to bed. I went to bed at 7 a.m. So I think I saw it around 7 a.m. And so I'll have to look again. But yeah, it looks pretty nice though. White and brass. That's the way to do it. But he said that he had a lot of problems with the anodizing and all that. So kind of a shame. We'll see how it turns out. Alright, who else is here? Furious Apollo. Hello, welcome to the stream. Okay, let's see. Who else is here? Okay, Kevin wants to see the back. Oh yes. I'll bring you sexy back. Look at that. If you want to see this board in greater detail, definitely check out the unboxing stream. You get a few more close-ups of the board over there. Very elegant design, I'd say. Pretty nice. So we're gonna disassemble it so I can take the plate out. But yeah, so welcome to the stream. Today, everybody, we are building a Canoe custom mechanical keyboard designed and sold by Percent Studio. This is the silver, gray, and teal option. And the group buy happened quite a while ago. It's got to be at least half a year now, I think. And so this is a build for a friend of mine who also lives here in Dallas. She's gonna pick it up sometime this weekend, I think. Yeah. Hey, what's up, God? Okay, let me see who else is here. He just said Malachite. Okay. Precise Show says, have you tried Fairlife milk? No. So what's special about Fairlife milk? Currently, I am drinking Lucerne, I think is what it's called. Yeah, this thing doesn't have bump-ons yet, and I ran out of bump-ons, so that'll be fun. Hopefully that guy actually has bump-ons. I'm sure you can buy some off at Walmart or something. Yeah. I ran out because I used to put them on customer keyboards. A lot of keyboard kits don't come with, for some reason, don't come with bump-ons. And I used to just kind of give them out, and so now I'm completely out. I don't have any left for myself. So I have to go buy some. Guys, I just realized this sort of weight design is gaining popularity. When you say this kind of weight design, do you mean, hey, thank you very much, Alex. Oh, that was a weird notification. Did you see the font was fucked up for a bit? Hey, homie chicken, how's it going? And yeah, Alex, welcome, welcome. 3 months in a row, look at you. Not bad, okay. Let's see. I need to put my phone aside because it keeps vibrating in my... Okay. Yeah, that was my younger brother. Guy's getting married later this year. Pretty crazy. Gonna miss that guy. Oh, look at this. So the Canoe is bottom mount, so that's nice. Instead of top mount. I prefer it actually. I think bottom mount is the way to go. Let's see. So Precise Troll says Fairlife is lactose free, but it's like ultra pasteurized filtered, so it takes a lot of the sugar out. It's pretty nice. Man, not gonna lie, whenever people spell nice like that, it looks like najis to me, and najis means shit in Malay. Yeah, so the one I have, yeah, it's lactose free, so it's nice. I just recently swapped to it. I don't know why I didn't do it earlier. Actually, I know why I didn't do it earlier. I was trying to save money, but you know, it's like saving a few nickels or dimes each day, and I end up spending, you know, 15 minutes in the bathroom or half an hour or whatever, you know, multiple trips to the bathroom or whatever. So it actually ends up saving you money in terms of time. Yeah, I honestly didn't know that a lot of the milk we had back in growing up in Malaysia, so in Asia in general, most of the milk was already very pasteurized and didn't have a lot of lactose. And so, you know, I was fine drinking milk until I came to the US and then found myself just shitting my brains out. I swear I've lost at least 25 IQ since moving here. Alright, Pavilions is here. It says hello, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Mighty fine shindig, hey. But yeah, homie chicken, have you received your board yet? I'm not checking. And Jeffrey, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Footlong Sub Club. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Each sub means quite a bit to me. It's rent and food on the table. Okay, so it's a very nice color. Again, it looks greener in person. On camera, it looks more blue than green. I'd say in person, it's about 50-50. I'd even say it's closer. It's closer to it leans more towards green than blue, which is nice. I really like this. It's not the nicest colors I've seen on a custom keyboard. Yeah, so this color combo is very nice. I'm glad I didn't go with the all black because this looks pretty nice. Hey, not negative, the cheer. First cheer today, thank you very much. Fear suppose there's 4 out of 5 Asians are lactose intolerant, so you probably are too. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying this whole time. And it's not 4 out of 5, it's actually about 9 out of 10. It's closer to 100%. And same thing with myopia as well. It's above 90% of East Asians who are myopic. And a surprising number of non-Asians are actually also lactose intolerant. People just don't realize they are. Okay, so we got the plate. I'm gonna take the PCB out. And switches. Yeah, God, so you said the Keycap has a similar weight design. Yeah, a lot of them are doing, I guess, instead of actually trying to innovate or make new designs, they're just messing with the weight design. I guess that's something still, right? But yes, the Burger Mat is back, NGB. How do you like your laser desk, man? And how was the Cocoa Truffle? I think you didn't have any PCB issues. Not yet. Not yet. I hope not. I hope never. And Dothead. Hey, what's up, Dothead? Dothead says you're going to put hyperfuse on it later. So, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I could, but I also have hyperfuse on my keyboard right now. I'm currently using it, so I don't know if I want to do that. We can, if we want to. I personally don't think it'll look that great because the teals don't match. Okay, I'm gonna take my stabilizers out. Okay, so which one is 6.25? I'm gonna assume it's this one. Put Honeywell on it? Yes. Honeywell and everything. Is this 6.25? Okay, it is. Late from lunch says, I guess I lucked out. Hey, how's it going? Late from lunch. That's quite a bit of a late lunch you have there. Okay, Mighty Fine Shindig said, yeah, I got the all black. Hey, thanks for the cheer, Coda. How's it going? Then after I opted for the black gold, the black gray was shipped to me. Still looks nice, but I wish the weight wasn't so dark. It's way darker than the plate. Wait, the black and gray? What color is the weight then? Is it gray? Hey, what's up, Red Hawk? And Arctic Fox. Yeah, we could do Oblivion on it. Daredevil is here too. Hey. Okay, Dottie says I might be in Dallas in July, so if you're around, we should get food or something. Sure, that sounds good. Do you know when you'll be in Dallas? When in July? Koda says, son of a bitch, my canoe is still in transit. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, because mine arrived maybe 2 weeks ago now. Longer than that. It's been a while. Jeffrey says, I recently just built my first board with retooled MX Blacks. Get on Yellow Springs. Feels like there's a tactile bump at the end of the key press. Has anyone experienced this before? I have not, so I don't know if I can tell you. I feel about not receiving my canoe. Yeah, well, hopefully it won't take you a year and 13 days. I've heard some 65% keyboards take that long. Okay, so to start off with, let's go ahead and do the bandaid mod real quick. Oh, that sucks. So the grades are not even the same class at all. Precise Show says, I'm finally up for our Anthony stream. Let's see if I can stay awake the whole time. Alright, 7-hour stream. Let's go, guys. Canoe 65A. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Coda. Yeah, there were some of the people who got theirs pretty early too. There needs to be a canoe versus kayak face-off. Okay, so this is the bandaid mod. And so what you do is, the idea is you are going to use some fabric band-aids, some strips of fabric band-aids to cushion the bottom out for your stabilizers, because you will notice when you push down your stabilizer, the insert actually extends past the housing, and so this plastic bit is going to hit the stabilizer, and it's actually why they have the two fanged feet. Those fanged feet are supposed to cushion your stabilizers, but they end up feeling kind of janky. So that's why we're gonna clip that off, and then we're gonna put the bandaid mod in. Okay, that's nice. The plate and PCB don't even support a full right shift. Good, that's good. I don't get why some 75% even support full right shift. Yeah, I know, right? You might as well just do HHKB arrows. Those are literally the best. Isn't it amazing when you can only use 2 fingers to hit your arrow keys? Absolutely amazing. No split backspace either. Yeah, that's good. See? No split backspace. No long right shift. It's doing everything right. Late from lunch says, finally got the balls to build my first keyboard after watching a lot of your YouTube videos. Thanks for the tips. No problem. No problem at all. Hopefully the build went well. Do you have pictures of your build? Rust the Bus says, I'd rather do that than palm my control key. You don't know what you're missing out on, man. Because when you palm your control key, you can still use your pinky to hit the shift or the tab or whatever. So you basically get a free finger. Evidence says use some classic keycaps. So what would classic be though? Oh, does this support? Actually, does this support a 7U spacebar? Damn. Because I think it supports the... Yes, it does. Look at that. It supports the superior bottom row layout. Actually, give me a second. I'm going to call my friend and see what he wants to do. Alright, so we'll wait on that. Okay, Blosky says, hey, what's up, Blosky? He says, note that with 7U, there's only one key on the right side then. Yeah. So it's going to be like the TGR 910 that I built. Has it been 3 weeks? 4 weeks? 3 weeks? $5 a.m. God damn it, Blotsky. That's dedication. 1965 keycaps, you have them, but I thought you said classic. 1965 is not a classic at all. Palm my unit. 10 Degrees says, where do you get GMK screw-ins? You can get them from I get mine from Novel Keys because they're the cheapest in the US. Alright, see you, Arctic Fox. Hey, Deadwing Dick is here too. What is up? Did I miss anyone else here? Okay, so what you want to do is you get your GMK stabilizers, you grab your inserts, you will see, I was talking about it earlier, you will see that there are 4 feet on the bottom. 2 of them are thinner and flimsier and have these teeth on them. Just clip them off, take those off. Right, so it'll look, it should end up looking like this. Alright, so just do that for all of them. I'm pretty sure he wants 6.25. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, 6.25. Yeah, so he wants 6.25. Because I built, what was it built, but because I know his other boards have 6.25 U spacebar, but I thought I'd check. Because if he decided he wanted 7, I would have had to rebuild the whole thing to change the spacebar out, and I'm not going to do that. Hey, thanks for the cheer, NGB. I appreciate it. Math might disagree, but 6.25 better than 7. So for me, 7 is only nice because of the symmetry on the sides, but I also don't like 7. I think 7 is way too long for a key. Six should be the way to go. The villain says, I mean, vintage look either really old keycaps or the new classic design like 1965. Yeah, I don't know if it's new classic, right? I think you can call 1965 a lot of things, but I wouldn't call it classic. When you say classic, I thought you meant retro or beige. As in retro. When I say retro, I mean GMK retro, not the nice retro, not the brown retro. We're talking about shitty ass beige. Overdone, overrated beige. For the truffle spread. Oh, thank you very much. So did you did you share with your daughter and your niece at all? Because honestly, it's actually pretty cheap for what it is, right? Shipped and everything. It's not bad. Wow! Hey, Dale Snail, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the Footlong Sub Club. So for the subs that just joined today, don't forget that if you go to Discord, you link your Twitch account to your Discord account, you'll get the special upgraded, not really, yellow flare. So everyone knows you've got a footlong. Okay, so God says, where am I going to use all of my warped OG PVT spacebars? Wow! Use them on your OTD, of course. Did I just say of course? Of course. Hey, another sub. Thank you. JW Chen. Welcome to the stream. We got an extreme lurker over here. I don't think I've seen that name in chat before. Well, anyway, welcome to the stream. Thanks for subbing. I really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for the link, Red Hawk. I think what I'm gonna have to do soon is I'm gonna probably have to. I should have done this a long time ago, but I really need to put up a landing page on the Discord server so that we don't get a bunch of people redirected from KBD fans just showing up asking about customer support or whatever. Right, because I don't want the Discord to end up being that. Alright. Glad to help some people out, but I don't want to fill up the whole server with just questions on, hey, so I'm gonna buy this. How long does it take them to ship? Okay, and then Hearthstone says getting used to a 40% board. LOL, I really like it though. Yeah, I don't even try. I know it's not gonna work well for me. Size Cho, thanks very much for the bits. Let's see, what keycaps are we gonna use? So we haven't decided on that yet. We're gonna decide here. I have some. I don't know what the owner is going to end up using, but I have some keycaps that we can pick from. Alright, see you, Mr. Keebs. Thanks for tuning in as always. Don't forget to subscribe to Mr. Keebs on YouTube and follow him on Twitch. He also does keyboard stuff. So definitely check that out. Jeddah Chen says, I'm building my COD 67 the moment that I found this channel. Well, perfect. Perfect building entertainment. Thoughts on stickering and filming switches? Don't use stickers, use switch films. Stickers are practically useless and harder to apply. And yes, they are useful. You can definitely tell a difference. Hey, thanks for the 100 bits, Dale Snail. Did I miss any other cheer or sub? I don't think so, right? Yeah, I like the Sangan bottom row or Win keyless, but with Win key bottom row. But 7 use spacebars. And the thing is, I would gladly use GMK in place of PBT because honestly, if the colors are close enough, it doesn't bother me too much. But the sound, PBT spacebars just sound so much better. That's the thing. Okay, so since I'm starting to loop, I'm gonna... Hey, NGV, another cheer. Nutella is still better texture and hazelnut is Krigasm. Okay, yeah, so you still prefer Nutella? Yeah, I mean, I really like hazelnut though. So for me, it's not even a win for Cocoa Truffle because I really like hazelnut. Probably my favorite nut. Second only to these nuts. I mean, cashew nuts. Actually, I think I like hazelnuts more than cashew nuts. Kids agree too. Yeah, if you get Gateron switches, don't bother with switch films because save the films for better switches. Villain says, I really like the M65A, but what's with the high price that you have to pay for each item? Basically what Oblowski says, supply and demand. That's essentially what you're dealing with. If people are gonna pay 400 for it, why charge 300? Honestly, at the current retail prices for the M65, I'd recommend just buying something else.
Wow!
Hey, you're late from lunch. Thanks for the donation. $10. Thank you, thank you. Your name should show up soon in the donation ticker thing. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we're gonna lube our stabilizers, or we're doing it right now. And what you want to do is you want to use dielectric grease. Let me zoom in on the camera just a little bit. Here we go. All right. Use dielectric grease. Really don't bother with anything else. What you do is it's on Amazon for $3.50 or $5, something like that. You can get a smaller tube too if you don't want this, but the big tube is just a sick deal. And you can always use your leftover lube for other activities. Okay, and then so what you want to do is you want to lube the bent end, so over here, and the inside bends over here. All right, so all around. So here and here. And so what you're trying to do is you're trying to fill the gaps between the metal and the plastic parts, so that the metal wire doesn't have room to wiggle around and knock against the plastic parts, causing rattle and just stabilizer noise. Yeah, so let's do that. So again, like I always say, when you're lubing your stabilizers, you're not trying to make them feel smoother or anything like that. That's not the point. You're just trying to fill out the gaps to minimize or completely eliminate stabilizer rattle. Right, get this part done right, and you should have virtually rattle-free stabilizers. And the reason you don't want to use this grease on the plastic parts is because you don't want to. This grease is pretty thick, and if you put them on your plastic parts, you are gonna slow your stabilizers down quite a bit. And they're gonna feel really mushy, really slow, really heavy. So you don't want that. Okay, let's see. What instead of M65? Any suggestions? Canoe, TGR 910, Zephyr. I mean, those are pretty expensive. But what you can do is go to keyboard catalog. I don't know if Koda is still here in chat. He was here earlier. So go to keyboard catalog. Maybe someone can link it. Maybe Koda himself can link it. And there's a very useful website that not enough people know about. And you can see a bunch of other... There we go. Yeah. I would say if you had to pick something at that price point, go with the TX65. I think that's probably the best for value, high-ish and high-end or upper mid-end custom 65%. Because the M65, I would actually put it a tier or two below the TX65. I would say TGR 910 is about on par with the TX65. So yeah, so those two would be high end, and then M65 would be kind of low mid. Low mid range. So in the mid range, but closer to the lower side. Okay. NGB says, wife and kids are out of town. Gonna mess around with it all day. Whoa, 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 dude. Too much information, man. What? If that's what you do when you're home alone, carry on, I guess. Or wait, was there context for it? Oh, the HHKB. Same thing, I guess. And Bosky says Canoe can be just as expensive on the aftermarket though. Yeah. Earlier just now, Mr. Keeves was saying that he got offered a Canoe for $600. Yeah, I would not recommend picking it up for $600 unless you really want it. Right? If you have to think about it, the answer is probably no. Hey, Ubmit! Welcome to... Oh, from Mr. Keeves! Mr. Keeves is still here. Thought he went away. Thank you so much for the gift sub. I appreciate it. And welcome, Ubmit, to the Full Long Sub Club. Yes. Yeah. So I don't know if you heard, yeah, I told people to go check his Twitch... Check out Mr. Keeps' Twitch and YouTube channels. And I was just talking to people about your interest in the $600 Canoe. JW Chen says, I only like Canoe because of the mouth finish. LOL. Do you actually like the mouth finish? People were mistaken in thinking that it was going to be white, right? The whole time I think... people should have expected it to be kind of light gray instead of white. But yeah, I second Red Hawk's thoughts. He says that Coda is doing some awesome work with keyboard catalog. Yeah, I'm glad that we have someone keeping something like that up. It's really useful. That's a alpha. Oh, we were talking about it actually, Coda. If you search in the Discord, you see Gawk really quickly noticed that 2 of the A sub legends didn't even line up. So looks nice from afar, but you don't even have to really look close to see that some things are just not good. So yeah, I went from quite interested to not even interested at all. Okay, so again, just take your time lubing your stabilizers. You're not in a race. Don't worry. Get it done right, and then you won't have to redo it. That's how I look at it. Helpful is here too. Hey, what's up? But yeah, helpful. I did order the Hangul die subs. They're not done by the same people that did the Royal Alpha ones, I think, or the Irish ones. Yeah, because it's not even the same as the retro one that they recently put out too. Yeah, so this is an earwax picker. I talked about it yesterday, and I talked about how I only started using this randomly because I just found it in a stash of junk. So figured, hey, that's gonna be useful for trying to apply a thick, greasy lube. So started using it, works well. So I've been using it since, and you'll see that there are now other guides that also recommend this thing, but it's quite clear it's just a copy. I'm quite sure I was the first one to use a earwax picker. It's just fucking hilarious seeing other people recommend it. If you have something similar, just go ahead and use it. I just found that this works well. Because you can't use brushes with this dielectric grease. It's really thick. Scampany. Okay, Andrew says a bad space of rattle would ruin an entire keyboard. Yeah. And that's why we had to rebuild the OTD 360 2 weeks ago. Dale Snail says, my spacebar is a little rattled if I hit it at a certain angle. Most of the time it has been nice. After slathering on a little grease. You should try lubing with earwax. Oh god. See, it'll only work if you're not East Asian. Because I think it's something like 99% of East Asians have dry earwax. So Chinese, Japanese, Koreans, you know. All of us have dry earwax. And I didn't even know wet earwax was a thing until I watched Shrek. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? When he pops his earwax out to use it as a candle, I'm like, holy shit, that looks nasty. And I found out that's how a lot of people have their earwax. I mean, not that much, but that waxy kind of earwax. It's just wet. Yeah, and interestingly, the gene that codes for dry and wet earwax is also responsible for body odor. So if you have wet earwax, then you will also produce, I can't remember the word, but you also code for body odor and stuff like that. So that's why East Asians generally smell better, unless of course you're super sweaty and whatever. But yeah, I'm not bullshitting, you can look this up. Look up body odor earwax. Dielectric earwax. Oh, Hangul and Russian sold out? Okay, so maybe they're sold out, or maybe they're just waiting for the inventory to replenish. Because they just recently shipped them out. Because when I bought them, apparently it was actually a pre-order. It wasn't in stock yet at the time when I bought mine. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, very funny though, helpful. Almost sold out too. Okay. Jeans, Pepe hands. Droid Egg says East Asians also have Mongolian butts and it's greenish shoe on an infant's ass. Goes away after some time. Pretty cool. I don't spend a lot of time looking at baby butts, so I wouldn't know. But maybe you do. That's fine. Right? Some of us like 65%. Some of us like 75%. Other people like TKL 1800. You like CP. Just choices, right? Remembering how much time I spent on trying to remove the band-aid protection is amazing. Yeah, that shit takes a lot more time than you think, right? Just trying to peel it off. That's why I use a pair of tweezers to peel it off. Okay, so we put a thin film of dielectric grease on the band-aids. Okay, Pixar Cobra says, what band-aids do you buy for the band-aid mods? I just buy this stuff. As long as it's fabric, as long as the size is easy to use, it's fine. Hey, Arctic Fox, welcome back. How's it going? Did you go get food, or were you on your way home? NGB says 75% is perfect, not full on, but better than half chop. Yeah, 75% is the way to go. Antibacterial also. Synchronose says, if you were going to spend in the $200 range, would Tada 68 with Zealios be a good choice, or like a White Fox? Do you have to get a 65%? Because that's a tough choice. Honestly, if you ask me, I would not pick either one. Grill is sleeping now, it's Anthony time. Oh yes. Oh yes. From one grill to another. Does your girlfriend know about me? In terms of looks, I would prefer the Tada 68, but the Tada 68 doesn't sound great. Not like the White Fox sounds any better, honestly. Thanks for the follow. BS Galaxy and Spelt TC. Spelt C. Spell TC. Fire Bazooka is here too. BS Galaxy is in chat as well. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, I'm not a fan of either one, but I would also pick the Tada over the White Fox. Is JW Chen 198 Geek like J Chen? No. First of all, it's Chen and Chan. And I'm pretty sure Geek like J Chen would not want to tune into this stream. If he does, welcome though. I appreciate your viewership as always. Hope you enjoyed your stay as much as my M65 enjoyed its stay in your garage for like half a year. I ordered some BKEs a couple of days ago from them. Only like 385 days to go. Oh yes. Good luck waiting. Alright, got all the screws in place, I think. So okay, we've got the stabilizers done so far. We're gonna test them out before we start soldering. Alright, so a very important step, make sure to test everything before you start. Also, before you even do this, you should probably have tested your PCB already. I've done that. I did that during the unboxing and you can check that out. So yeah, so get that done. Where are my switches? I wonder if, well, cause the Tada is the plate is fucking loud. Cause I'm sure even if you try to put sorbothane or whatever dampening material between the PCB and the case, the plate is still pretty loud. Maybe someone can ask KBD fans to make another 65%. Could always get the Mountain KVD 661. I don't know how good that one is though. I've never seen one in person. Arctic Fox says the plate on the 661 is loose. I'm not surprised. They seem to struggle quite a bit of getting the plates done right. I wonder if it's just more of a tolerance problem. Because the first batch of the 19X had plate problems as well, where I would pretty much only advise using PCB mount with that plate. But yeah, I don't know if they fixed it. I know Wei at least acknowledged it's a problem, because I spoke to him and he actually grabbed the one right as I was talking to him, and he said, yeah, I just took one, I just grabbed one and checked it out, and yeah, it's a bit too loose. So I guess at least the good thing is that with KBD fans, they are constantly improving their kits with each iteration, so that's good. Like for example, the KBD 75, you know, the plate was fixed. Now it offers even more layouts, and the RGB is actually one of, it's crazy. It went from pretty bad to one of the best underglow kits out there. Right, better than most custom boards actually in terms of the underglow, which is surprising. You wouldn't expect them to be able to pull that off. Man, you can really hear the Zealio spring sound. Damn. JW Chen says I'm gonna leave for some dodo as well. 90 boys. Oh man, yeah. I wish. I actually really wanna watch. There's a Dota major going on right now, and I wish I could watch it. Just started actually. It's the last big tournament before the international in August. Okay, so test layer stabilizers. So, no rattle. We're good to go. Because we all know this is a Christian household. No stabilizer rattle allowed. Okay, hopefully I'm not missing too much in chat. If I miss any questions, don't forget to just ask again. Maybe I'll see them. By Chen to shoot your stuff. Hangman says, Anthony, what do you think of the Crowbiz Meme 65 keyboard? I think it's interesting, that's for sure. It seems like thought was put into it. I don't know if I would buy it at $600. And I think that trying to get things made in the US is actually not a great idea in general. Maybe they have a good relationship with the manufacturer, so maybe they're banking on that. But most of the time, it's not a good idea. Because you end up paying more for either the same or worse quality. Because unless you go very high end, American manufacturing just isn't great at this level, this budget, this price point. So I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. Like I said, it's good that they put thought into it. It's not going to be just another 65%. And I like that. I like when people spend time trying to get that done right. NGB says, my RGB went bad on my KB75. They sent me an entire new kit. Holy shit, that's insane. My round 1 KB75 has a kind of a loose USB port. Hopefully he'll send me a new kit. But I doubt it. He'll be like, don't you fix these things? Yeah. Cheaper 40%. Well, why not the fucking... what's it called? New Mini. If that's not considered cheap, then there are a way more cheap 40% kits. Like, it's 40% are... I'm pretty sure half of the reason they're popular is because of how fucking cheap they are. No gas 65. And Pixel, I don't know. I mean, they should update the KB75. That's all I think they should do. Got a pretty decent lineup right now. I would focus more on fixing all the current issues, or the issues with the current lineup. So 8X, fix the plate and stuff like that. 19X, same thing. I would focus on those first. And I think that's what they're trying to do, which is nice. I don't want them to just keep releasing new things without ever going back to fixing the old stuff. Because that's what most other vendors do. And so what I like about KB fans is they have a lot of faith in their own line of products and they actually bother fixing things. I think that's good. Alright, so all the stabilizers work. We're going to go ahead and start soldering. And what we want to do is, you don't want to put all your switches in at the same time. You want to spread them out kind of evenly and then solder them kind of like how you would replace a wheel on your car in a star pattern. So we're going to solder the corners first, and then some in the middle, and then we're gonna do that. Right? Because if you do it this way, it'll help you straighten out your plate and PCB so they're parallel of each other, and that should make your life a lot easier when you're soldering. So yeah, so I know some people who just put all the switches in and just solder, or just solder from left to right without thinking about it. I do not recommend that. That is usually a sign of laziness. And what happens is very often the plate and PCB will not end up being parallel. And most of the time, it's not an actual problem. It's more of a internal aesthetic kind of thing. But in some cases, some boards, it'll actually be an issue because on some boards they need a very tight fit between the plate and PCB. NGB says probably because I buy so much shit in KVD fans. Yeah, I've spent a lot of money on KVD fans, and I've never gotten anything free from them. Yeah, look, Artisan Collector is here. Hey, what's up? Oh god. Man, I can tell you that year was not easy being Malaysian. 2 planes going down, pretty much back to back. And then, you know, the second one, that's big news right now because Australia's trying to sue Russia, I think was what it was. Yeah, so first one is like, what the fuck, man? And the second one when it got shot down, that's just holy shit, you know. Like, not too much we could really do about it, that one. Okay. So now for some soldering. So one thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your switches are flush against the plate and the PCB. Again, this helps keep everything straight. And if you look at your switches, you should see 2 bumps, the front corners. See, there's 1 bump over here and then 1 bump over here. Right. Or on a Kyle box switch, same idea. 1 bump over here, 1 bump over here. Those bumps are supposed to be touching your PCB. So make sure to push down the switch to get it to have a good contact with the plate and PCB. All right, Mr. Keebs. See you. Have a good evening, or rest of the day, and a good weekend. Maybe Wei sent to me a mistake. Please don't tell him. Maybe. Who knows? But he's been known to do crazy acts of generosity. Oh, 1 AM here in Brazil? Wait, you're only 2 hours ahead? Oh wait, that's right. Yeah. Well, Mr. Keebs has a family. Artisan Collector, I don't watch WWE. I don't know if anyone else does. I'm sure there are people here who also watch that. Yeah, I can't be bothered. That's too much violence for me. I don't get off on violence. And yeah, I know it's South America. I just thought it's kind of hard to get, right? It's like 2 hours, really? It's only 2 hours. South America is scary. I don't think most of Asia is as scary as South America. Detroit, oh boy. Man, speaking of Detroit, it's insane, man. It's been so long and Flint still doesn't have clean water. That's fucked up. Okay, so again, make sure the switches are flush against the plate and PCB. And then just push down as you solder. With your hands, not with the iron. Don't push down. Don't apply force with the iron. I had a friend who tried to do that. I had to stop him before he burned a hole right through his PCB. Edison Collector says, age is pretty bad, Anthony. He came from the Philippines and saw a guy's head get chopped off while hanging out of his car just for the person to steal his ring. Well, that's because you're talking about the Philippines, though. Right? That's... Just look at Duterte. It's not... Murder isn't frowned upon over there. Or at least it seems. In comparison to other places in Asia. I mean, the food is great. We have an awesome carnival. Do you guys actually go out to celebrate? Every time I see those carnivals, I wonder how many people in that country actually go out to celebrate that stuff, right? Because I mean, even when I was back home in Malaysia, people would talk about, you know, some of the parades, the religious parades we would have and stuff like that. And quite frankly, I've never actually been to any one of them. Yeah, but you see it on the news, like, oh look, it's Thaipusam and well, the Hindus are out celebrating them. I was like, well, I've never been to one, right? Artisan Collector says, I don't mind his policies. I've seen too many pedophiles and murderers walk free because they have money back when I lived there. Well, the thing is, are you sure that's still not... Are you sure that's still not... Or not still the case, though? I don't think there's a better way to go about it than to just slaughter thousands of people a year. And I mean, it's hard. It's hard for even for me, you know, from a country where even things like drugs, recreational drugs, are punishable by death, right? Distribution and stuff like that. Right, so even for me, you know, it took quite a bit of discussion, reading, a lot of internal debates, right? Monologue, monologue even the right word, right? Just a lot of reflection to see that the cons of such brutality can end up being higher than the pros. Pixel says, what do you think of thumb buttons below the spacebar, Anthony? I think that they are a good idea, but I don't think they're as useful as they might seem. The Arctic Fox says, a lot of people go to the streets to just get drunk and fuck around. I just stay at home. Not my cup of tea. Yeah, that's why I'm asking, because, you know, same thing for me, right? People go out and do all that shit, and, you know, I just sit at home. Right? I prefer that. Red Hawk says, speaking of Philippines, a classmate of mine was telling me how his father almost got his sunglasses stolen while visiting. But he noticed the guy trying to take it, and just as the bus was taking off, flipped around and grabbed the thief's arm and held on to him as the bus dragged him along the floor. Holy shit. Okay, spelt C or however that's pronounced. Says, what case color of canoe do you like best? I think out of this group buy this round, I think this is my favorite one. Then again, I did pick this one, so kind of a redundant question. Jackie Fox says, by the way, if you're spreading the switches around a plate, should you solder both legs or just one? What I do is, if it's problematic, if you look at it and you see that they are really not going in nice and straight the first try, then do just one. And then once you get it right, go ahead and do the second one, the second pit. But say for example, like this one where things are going in decently well, then you can go ahead and do two. That's fine. Yeah, so usually for the first one, I will just do one, and then I'll see how it goes. I'll do the second pin, and then for the following switches, I'll just slowly see how well things are working out. The villain says, Anthony, do you like Motorola old phones like VA and other flip phones? Why? Why do you ask that? NGB asks, what are the differences in the type of plastic used in Cherry RGB, Gateron, Zealio, Gateron, Kyle? So Kyle uses probably the most rigid plastic of all of them. And then Cherry Black, as in the black housings, not switches, probably has the softest of all of them. And for sound, most people prefer softer plastics. Yeah, I think Fox says, I walk around with an inverted backpack so no one can try to snatch anything. You can also try to get the... Hey, what's up, Ramsky? Good to see you here. You with that China PCB dick USB. Oh, yeah. This thing is awkward, isn't it? The Arctic Fox, so what I have is a supposedly snatch... What's it called? Snatch... thief proof, I guess? I don't know. Where the zipper is hidden, and so yeah, I'll show you this. See, so this is the kind of bag I carry. So the zipper is all the way up here, right? So it's not easy to try to grab anything because there's just nothing exposed. Right? See, no zippers anywhere else. So the only one is right up here, and if you don't feel it when someone's that close up to you on your neck, then maybe even putting it in front will not help you out. Hey, look, fake J-Chan is back. Good guy J-Chan. This is the nice version of J-Chan. Yeah, I think Fox says mine is like that, but the zipper opens under the straps. Okay, yeah. Gotta be extra secure, yeah. Even back home, we kind of had to do, in Malaysia, some places you had to do the same thing. To be super safe. That's why it was nice being in Singapore for a bit. Lowest crime rate in the world, apparently. So it's just funny whenever my friend from Singapore would visit me in Malaysia, because you know he would just leave his phone on the table at a food court or whatever. Just leave it on the table and go to the bathroom. Like, whoa, dude, what the fuck you doing, man? This isn't Singapore anymore. Where you can walk around with a safe, says NGB. In Europe, they cut it with knives or sharp scissors and run away. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's completely foolproof, right? Because if they had to start cutting shit up, you know, there's really not a whole lot you can do about it. Not too much. Right, it's kind of like locking a car door, and people say, well, doesn't matter, why are you locking your door when they could just bust your window open? I'm like, well, yeah, but is there really that much I can do about someone trying to bust my window open? You know? But I can at least try to lock the door. Right, that'll stop most people. If they have a fucking sledgehammer, they're pretty dedicated. And you can't stop everything. Unless they stab you and take your bag. Yeah, see. I hate when they stab me. Pavilion says, the awkward thing is that they once started to cut. Hand, watch, and run. Imagine how it could end. How long is shipping something from KP Republic? Takes a while, actually. KPD fans or KP Republic? Okay, yeah, KP Republic. Takes a while because they use these slower shipping. So it could be a couple weeks. It could be 4 weeks. It depends, because what they do is you will see that your package will be stuck as, I think, origins something, I don't remember. But basically what they do is, for the free cheap shipping, they have these large containers that they have just waiting to be filled, and they will ship out to the destination countries once it's filled, right? So if your item that you bought is chucked in when the container is still pretty much empty, then you're gonna wait a while, right? You're gonna have to wait 2, 3, 4 weeks for it to fill up before it leaves the country, before it leaves China. And if you're lucky, your package is one of the last few ones to fill up the container, then you don't have to wait as long and you can get it pretty early. Its origins post something, I don't remember. But yeah, so just like Artisan Collector says, yeah, if they really want to break in, they can do it, and they're welcome to. Locking it prevents most people from even bothering with it. To Anthony, I think the KD fans are saying with cheap shipping. Yeah, but KD fans, if you purchase more than, or if you purchase most of the group buy items and you purchase their, actually even their free shipping, I found is faster than KP Republic. And no, it's not the same as Android PBT. One thing you can do is just compare the legends. I think it's a thing that everyone can do. I don't know why people keep trying to ask me, because everyone can do this. I know I have people who always ask me, hey, is this Android PBT? And I mean, you can do it, right? Just find pictures and compare the legends. Compare the arrows, compare the you know, just look for some big ones. So what you can always look for are the arrows, say on the enter key, arrows on the arrow keys, arrow on the backspace, arrow on the tab, arrow on the shift. Those are the easy ones that you can find. And then other things that you can try to look for is the asterisk, pretty big one, the @ symbol, the nav keys, usually the print screen, pause, page up, page down. Those are the ones that are done differently enough with different die subbers that you can tell which one is which. Yeah, so KP Republic, we were talking about their die subs just now. They have quite a few different die subbers from what I can see. Because I've seen 3 or 4 sets that do not look like the same die subber. The font is different, the legend, the font placement is different. The symbols are different. Yeah, so again, easiest thing you can do if you're trying to figure out what die subs they are, just compare them. Find pictures and compare. Because most of the time, if it's the same die subber, they're not going to try to make different kinds of legends or slightly different kind of legends. The other big one I'll say is that Android PBT has 2 different generations of legends. The original one, which is the Cyrillic, the older Android PBT sets, and then the newer ones would be the Sushi set and this Japanese set. So a machete by my bed. Damn. Why don't, instead of a machete by your bed, NGB, why don't you put cocoa truffle outside the window? That way, you don't have to worry about them even coming in, right? They're gonna be stuck outside, enjoying some nice cocoa truffle. So the bananas are full. Hey, Mystic Perceptions, how's it going? So did you eat it with pancakes? Did you try with anything else? I don't know how good they are if you put them in a drink. In a chocolate milkshake or something. Just clipped one off. So what's annoying is that either the PCB holes aren't consistent or the Zealio PCB mount prongs aren't consistent. Bet fruit is great at that stuff. Oh yeah, I guess so. Sad part is I don't like fruits at all, so that wouldn't work for me. Okay, Mystic Perceptionist says, good. I just find your channel, I like the content, so I saw you stream on Twitch. Well, thanks for tuning in today, I appreciate it. So KBD fans didn't give me a reset button for the DZ60 PCB. So the newer DZ60s, as I understand, have taken out the reset button because it's kind of pointless. I believe they have a hard reset button. I can't remember what key it is though. If you hold down one key and you plug it in, it should reset it. It's probably something like escape or delete or control, backspace, one of those. Dunk onions? Oh. See, onions are good with almost everything, but yeah, probably not dessert. Probably. So the thing is, I don't even eat dessert very much, so it's basically everything for me. Another thing that could be the reset for the software reset is function and pipe backslash or whatever slash that is. Is that a forward slash or backslash? Who even knows? But basically this key, if you hold down function, I think it's one of these keys. Hold on function and then hit this key between backspace and enter. That should be the reset button. Drex asks, how long does it take to complete a 60% build? It depends. For me, it's 3 hours for everything. I took 5 because I lost a screw between the PCB and plate. Feels bad, man. Holy shit. Yeah, that sounds terrible. That's why I use hex screws. They're pretty tight and I don't have to worry about them falling in. continue to play on PCB, yeah, because that's annoying. Okay, so this is a good time to try and think of what keycaps we want to use. So remember, silver, gray. So I think you mostly want to try to match the silver. You don't have to worry about anything else. So what I have is GMK Dolch with the cyan accent kit. I have GMK. Well, Solar is still not back yet. God still has Solar. That would have been decent. Okay, we have Hyperfuse Origins, which is on my main keyboard right now, but I can take that off if you guys really want. And then GMK Nautilus, GMK Yuri. We haven't used Yuri in a while. And what else? What else do I have? Enjoy PBT, Japanese black. I have Imsto black and black. SA Chocolatier. Honeywell. What else am I missing? For some reason I can't think of what else I have. Okay, so when you say switch below top right, do you mean this one? Red Hawk? Holy shit, you're J-Chan and Wei? I don't know J-Chan and Wei are the same person, holy shit. Oh, Red Hawk, you mean this one? No? I think what you're seeing is the shine of the flux, is what you're seeing. See, that looks pretty concave to me. See? This key, right? See? Yeah, so that's just the flux. Even this one's concave. Yeah, I can see that, yeah. It's the reflection and the way the light hits it. Makes it look just like a massive bulb of silver. What's the color of this canoe? So this is teal. A more greenish, think greenish blue, but more green than blue. Slightly more green than blue. One of the metal thingy in my stats fell out after finished soldering. Well, you can pop it back in though. Unless, of course, it's completely fallen off. Case is silver and gray, so you want to try to match silver. Can you have a look at the case, please? So we're not going to take a look at it until we get this done. I already showed it earlier during the stream. And I showed it during the unboxing and the overview. You guys can check that out if you want. It's on my YouTube channel. And we're going to finish soldering before we put it back in the case. Don't want to bring it out right now because it's kind of a mess over here. And I don't want to damage the case because it's not mine. Yeah, the J60 fits the poker, but I would not recommend the J60. Just get the DZ60 instead. Wait, the same color I built on YouTube? I didn't build one on YouTube though. I just unboxed it. Yeah. But thanks for the link, Red Hawk. You're the flower, you know that? I don't have a black and white set actually. I'm waiting on Gawk's black and white set. Don't forget, PBT black and white. KBD fans featuring Gawk, our very own. Discord keyboard designer guy, I guess. Yeah, this is his second set that he's working with KBD fans, and he's gonna work with them to release some accent kits actually to go with the black and white. So that's pretty exciting. So finally, some PBT sets that you can mix and match. Yeah, we could do Honeywell again, I suppose. Oblivion. Oh, that would look good, wouldn't it? Gray keycaps, silver top, gray bottom. What switches do you recommend for typing? I mean, can't really recommend anything, can I? I mean, it really is just preference. I can tell you what switches not to get. Man, so the plate isn't perfect, by the way. Look at that. But you can't really see that once you put keycaps on anyway, so it shouldn't really matter. NGP says, Gawk is the shit! And that set is finally a nice color PBT. Yeah, because it's custom white. Because Garon doesn't have a nice white PBT set or caps, so Gawk had to pull some strings and get KBD fans to work with Enjoy PBT to make a custom white. So that's nice. Sending out the single color mods for Oblivion. Sadly not. And Deadwing Dig, hey! Thanks for the cheer. 200 bits, he says, gotta go. Have a good night, everyone. Well, have a good night, Deadwing Dick. Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for the cheer. I hope you have a good weekend. Romer G. Yeah, okay, switches not to get. I would say Gateron. Almost anything Gateron. Don't fucking bother with that. Gateron makes good keycaps. Switches, on the other hand, I think my biggest problem is they have problems that are typically associated with new switch makers, right? And you would think, okay, you've been at it for so long, maybe you should improve some of the stuff. No, still the same problems with wobble, noise, a lot of switch noise. Not talking about loudness, just noise, just spring or leaf and just other crappy sounds. Right, take a cherry switch, take a few cherry switches, take a few Gateron switches, just put some keycaps on, or maybe not even keycaps, you can just hear noise difference. We're not talking about loudness, not volume, just crappy sounds. So if you can avoid it, I would say don't get Gateron. And the wobble is fucking next level too. Red Hawk says, my friend bought a G910 even though I recommended he didn't. I borrowed it for a week to use and holy shit man, Roma G. I think that's what annoys me about a lot of people, right? They'll ask you thinking, hey, you know a lot about blank. Should I get blank? And you're like, no, don't get that one. You know, I can tell you why you should not get this one, blah, blah, blah. Here's what I would recommend. And then they'll just end up buying the thing that you told them not to buy. Fucking hate people like that. I can't stand when people do that shit. And my brother has a friend who's like, hey, can you help me figure out what computer I should buy? You know, I really want to buy a pre-built, an all-in-one, not even a pre-built, an all-in-one. So, you know, motherboard, graphics card, everything just in that monitor. So repairability is super low. You cannot replace almost anything on the thing. And so my brother asked me as well, and we're both like, yeah, don't do it, right? If you want a pre-built, you can go ahead and, you know, get something half decent. If you really want to, if you don't want to dick around with building a computer, but at least you can upgrade some components later down the road. And guy just went ahead and just bought a all-in-one that same night. Alright, so why even fucking ask? Alright, so looks like we've got everything. And so you notice that what we didn't do today was we didn't do switch alignment. Usually that's the thing you want to do because most switches these days are only plate mount. But with this build, I could actually use the PCB mount Zealios because the PCB mount holes on the PCB were really loose and big and wide. Gaping wide. And so when you can use PCB mount switches, do that. When they fit right, do that. And so yeah, so I didn't need to do switch alignment because the PCB mount pins are already helping me out with that. Alright, so if you use plate mount switches, then these sections you want to be careful. Wherever the switch is not held tightly on all four sides by the plate, you want to switch alignment. And if you're wondering what that is, go watch any of my other builds. Most of my other builds with plate mount switches, you will see what I do. Okay, so it looks like we've got everything soldered in. We're gonna plug it in to test the board real quick, and then we're gonna put it back in the case. And we'll get keycaps for it. Oh shoot. Are there sample pics of the Enjoy PBT black and white? There are samples of the white that you can see on the website. Alright, see you, Amit. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, the gingerbread man, how's it going? I feel the difference. Yeah. I mean, if that's what they prefer, then, you know, then that's good. They found something that they like. Oh man, Banggood, holy shit. I remember Banggood when the hobby was still pretty new, and if you wanted to buy a poker or keycaps or whatever, Banggood was the place to go. Okay, so now let's test everything out. Oops. Okay. So this is switch hitter that you can download off of Elite Keyboards' website. You can use it to test your switches, your PCB, your keyboard. Nope. There we go. So it also helps you detect key chatter if you have that problem. So when it's that lavender blue thing, that means a switch is being held down, there's input. If you let go and it turns green, that means there's no key chatter. It registered and released just fine. Nothing to worry about. If it's red, that means there's key chatter, and then you should replace the switch. NGB says, I tell people I'll build a PC for you, don't get a pre-built. And they buy a pre-built. Yeah, it is pretty annoying, isn't it? I think this is the FN key. Nope, this is literally nothing. Yep. It's not the FN key from what I can tell. This is Alt. This is literally nothing. Yeah, so not even FN. Oh well. Okay. Whoops. Wait, what are you trying to buy from Banggood again? I don't remember. Switches? Yeah, if you're in EU, you can check out AliExpress as well. AliExpress is basically the new go-to over Banggood. Banggood, man. Back when people used to buy stuff, and you get a receipt from Banggood. Your wife's like, "What have you been buying?" I can explain. Okay, so looks like everything's working. Okay, what mat do we want? Do we want the burger mat again, or do we want the laser mat? Which one shall it be? Will it be? I think the laser is a bit too much, right, for silver or whatever. Not laser. Laser? Alright, NGB. We'll do it for NGB. Red Hot wants the burger. Oh shit, my eyes. My eyes. Half an hour. Yeah, my desk isn't big enough for that. Alright. Enough case. Hey, thanks for the share, NGB. I knew I made the right choice. Listen, you. I need to go pick up some rubber feet. God damn it. I can't believe this thing didn't come with rubber feet. That's so fucking annoying. I guess I could use... Oh, but these aren't the same size though. That's so annoying. Do I have anything else here that I can use? Because I can't take pictures of the board if I don't have rubber feet on it. That's me. Half and half with Chris Swires boys. Oh man, yeah. Some easy karma right there, man. You don't even have to take a good picture. Man, yeah, these feet are just too fucking tall, man. Makes the board look so fucking dumb. Guess it's better than nothing for now. I'll just replace it tomorrow or something. Okay, so what's interesting is the Canoe actually has two tabs over here for the plate to rest on, so it doesn't just slide off. Man, it's so strange building on this keyboard after building so many heavy keyboards in the past few weeks. With the exception of the Prime L, I think this is the lightest keyboard in weeks and weeks of streaming. What are you guys talking about? Let's see. Springs? Where's the Canoe weight? Well, we'll find out. We'll wait. Not a lot, because it's all aluminum. Oh, the switches. Right, okay. I thought you were trying to say novelties and just mistyped, so that's why. I forgot that that's a thing. Yeah, so the reason I say bottom mount is usually preferable to top mount is this might not be the best example of it, but the idea is you want to separate the plate. See, again, like I said, this isn't a good example of it because it doesn't really do that very much. But you should try to separate the plate from the top part of the case. This way, any kind of vibrations or anything will be transferred to the bottom half of the case first. Right, because on a top mount, especially if, yeah, on a top mount, you know, your plate is attached to the top, and when you're typing and everything, the top is usually not very heavy, right? Because it's usually way smaller than the base. So you send the vibrations all through the top, and you can feel the whole top just kind of moving a bit in the keyboard. And so imagine if the bottom had a brass weight or some sort of weight thing, or just was just more material, and the top was separated from the plate completely or almost completely. Then, you know, any kind of vibrations will go through the bottom of the case first, the heavier part of the case first, and so it'll feel more stable and stuff. Oh no, it's not a sandwich. See, it's bottom mount. You actually screw it in, and then it just goes over it. So not really a sandwich mount. I said bottom mount. This is a bottom mount. The plate mounts to the bottom, not the top. Sandwich mount would be something like the TX keyboard, where it's the bottom's not even screwed in. It's just a big plate that gets smashed by the top and the bottom. 24/7 open delis. Oh man, I do want a nice sandwich right now. Too bad near me there aren't any. Well, I guess there's one kind of near me, but even that's like a 10-minute drive, so not exactly very near. Shit, the screw is so long. Doesn't seem right. Why is it not screwing in? Oh. Wasn't a really long screw. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make sure these seams are aligned. That's a lot more difficult than you think. How would they compare to top mounts? So, like I said though, I explained the whole thing just now that the benefit of a proper bottom mount where the plate doesn't touch the top at all is that you transfer most of the vibrations from typing to the bottom first, to the heavy part of the case, the keyboard first, instead of to the lightest part of the keyboard. Eating a leftover footlong right now. Oh, nice. Very nice. You absolutely destroying it. You throwing it hard. Percent 60 lol always gets me. Yeah, I know, right? Because it's not a fucking 60. So dumb. Oh man, look at that. Meatball marinara. Nice, nice. Man, one of the last times I ate at Subway was, so my college friends used to go to Subway. They had a streak where they went to Subway every night for at least a few weeks. Literally every fucking night they would go. Right? And the annoying thing was because they would go to dinner, those fucking Texans, right? Gotta eat early because, you know, you've lived on a ranch your whole fucking life. You wake up at 5 a.m. to go and milk the cows and shit. Pick up some fresh eggs from the chickens. And so, you wake up, you have an early breakfast. You have lunch at 11:30 a.m. or 12 a.m. or noon, sorry, not 12 a.m. And then you have dinner at 5:30 or 6 p.m. Just fucked up. Because if you're in college, you're not going to, you know, sure, you're eating early. You're not going to bed at 9 p.m. You're not going to bed at 8:30 p.m. So they would stay up. And so by the time it's about 10 or 11, they would be starving. And then they would need to go out to eat. And so they would just go to Subway. Because that was one of the few things that was actually open. And kind of close-ish to campus. And so that was kind of annoying because, you know, it's like, dude, you know, how about this crazy thought? We just have dinner at 7 instead of 5. How does that sound? So you don't have to waste $10 a night on Subway. And no, they always went to Subway. And so anyway, what I'm trying to say is, so one time I went with them, and that was one of the last times I ate at Subway. I went there, I got meatball marinara, and I bit into the meatball, and it was still, the inside was still basically frozen. So just chilled. We're not talking cool. We're not talking lukewarm. We're not talking kind of cold. We're talking freezing cold. Chilling cold. You bite into it and it's like biting into fucking ice cream or something. Yeah, that's fucking nasty. Hangman says, how does the desk mat look in person? Would you recommend it? Yeah, it's pretty nice. Might actually head out to buy a sandwich after this. Yep. That's... Yeah, the only sandwich place near here is no, the only good one near here. It's still, but like I said, 10 minutes drive away. And it's a New York style deli that's run by a bunch of Jewish families, so it's pretty fucking good. Brazil Subway better than American Subway. The thing is, a lot of fast food chains outside of America are pretty good because of their local stuff. So back home, yeah, the seafood sub is pretty fucking good. Over here, there's no equivalent, and it's fucking nasty over here. And the difference is, of course, a lot of these fast food places over here, they target the working class and under, whereas in a lot of other countries, fast food places target the middle class, so they have to actually be decent and actually have some sort of quality control. Okay, so keycaps. Let's bring out some keycaps. Hey, what's up, Jubei? Living in New York has definitely spoiled me. I wish I could go to New York. Let's see. Want a Polo desk mat, but they ran out. A Polo as in the blue one? No, I gave mine away. Alright, so we have Nestle Chocolatier, fresh GMK carbon, it's like having a sticker still on your cap, on your hat. Fresh, unopened. Nautilus. I don't think Nautilus will look good, honestly. Let's put that on the side. It's a non-on this kit. We have SA Hyperfuse. Not SA, GMK Hyperfuse Origins. Alright, my problem with this is that even though, you know, it seems like, hey, this is the set for the Canoe because it's purple, it's teal, it's 2 shades of gray, right? You think this is literally Hyperfuse. Actually, no, and you can see the shades are just not the same. The purple aren't the same, the teal aren't the same, so I wouldn't do it. I would say, yeah, I just wouldn't do it. Alright, we've got Yuri. Yeah, that would be too many colors, right? Yeah. No. Oblivion, that's my vote. Then again, I love Oblivion on almost everything. I just think you need a nice simple set to go with the crazy teal. Honeywell, I have it on another keyboard right now, but I can take it out. Dolch. Or cyan accents or something. Enjoy PBT, Japanese. Imsto black on black. I also have it on another board right now. Yuri Cyrillic. And Soulware is still out of commission. I haven't gotten it back yet. Hey, what's up, Vinici? Alright, Oblivion? Alright, let's do Oblivion. I like Oblivion too. Vinici, so no, this is not mine. This is actually Gyang's Canoe. I don't know if you've met Gyang. I don't think you have. He was supposed to be at the mini meetup last December, but he was hungover and was sleeping the whole day. Oh yeah, this is SA Chocolatier. Don't think anyone wants that one. Alright, so GMK Oblivion it is. So again, shout out to Oblotsky. He was the designer of this set. And he did a great job. Really want an Oblivion set. Yeah, Oblivion is really nice. I can't honestly right now though I can't decide if I like Hyperfuse Origins more or Oblivion. I think I like Oblivion a little more. Should this be a red key or should we leave it as blue? That's a good question, right? Blue, red, blue. Do the blue red or do the blue blue? Or do the red blue? I don't think I like this because we have blue here. I'd rather keep the blue over here. But for this one, do we do red? Do the blue? I think red looks better, right? Fourth row crooked. Which one? She says, I also finally tried the goddamn noodles. They were okay. Did you put the right amount of water though? Or did you try to be a smartass and put too little water or too much water? It's better than Thai food, I'll tell you that. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, probably has too much flavor compared to Thai food, right? Alright, so I think that's good. I don't think putting in cyan would be nice. Just not a curry person in general. So much for having a Thai restaurant. Are my cyan arrows over here? Yes. Oh my god, I really don't want to pour it out just to find that one key. There it is. I think gray looks fine, right? Yeah. I think I like gray too. Just an idea. Hey, oh titty. What is up? How you doing today? You have to change it into escape cap? Nah. I'm gonna change it to escape. Alright, so... Oh, I just realized I forgot to put the fucking... Oh, that's so annoying. I forgot to put the little rubber dick in there. It's supposed to be the diffuser for the top. God damn it. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah. You're old titty to me. Yep, I can't believe I forgot that thing. Okay, which side looks better? Oh my god, it won't fit. Oh, you're so big. Can someone tell me how to fit big things in tight places? Because I don't have any experience in that. It's going in. It's going in. It's gone. It's in. Can you feel it now, Mr. Krabs? Okay, there we go. Oh, Ty, my name is Tyler. Jesus. So everybody's got it wrong. God damn it. Oh, sorry about that, Tyler. I'm gonna keep calling you O Titty. I like it when I go Ty. O Titty's just a more endearing name. You can't hate titties. This is probably why I'll never get sponsored. Omega Haram. Damn, man, I spent so much time trying to get the seams right. And then I forget the little rubber donger. Alright, so now we plug the board in. Then the connector's upside down, right? Yeah, the connector's upside down. See, I like this. I really like this. The two-tone look over here, beautiful. This is probably my favorite part about the Canoe. Not even the LED, not even the blocker. This part right here is my favorite. I know God doesn't like this look. I fucking love this shit. This is so good. Monotone keyboards are out. Dual tone is the way to go now. It's the new meta. Oh, I might have a silver cable. I'm gonna get another cable. There we go. Davey Scoville Jones. Hey, welcome to the stream. Playing new today? Yeah, so this is a custom keyboard that we just built. We literally just built it. And so we're about to put it through its paces. Yeah, so on this channel, we do mostly custom keyboards. And so every Friday we have a stream where we build one. We build typically a nice one. So this one, no, this is just stock Zealio 67 grams. Hey, what's up, Goyle? How's it going? How is the weekend so far in India, my friend? Two-tone Malone. All right. So, wait, what? Is this not plugged in? Lol. Well, that didn't work. Where's the other cable? That's weird. I guess the cable not working? I don't know. Oh well. I actually have a great cable, but I don't want to pull it out. I'm using it right now. Woke up late today, so it's great so far. That's good. Yeah, see, if we use gray, it looks pretty nice, right? So you see the LED over here. I wonder if this is boot mapper. Let me look that up. I want to say it is, but I don't know at the same time. I guess not. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know how to change the color on this thing. Okay, so to check out the LED real quick. Oh, there we go. That's good enough. Oh man, look at how good that looks. That actually looks pretty fucking good if you ask me. Yeah, see, that's pretty nice. And so let's turn the lights back on. Yeah, as you can see, the LED diffusion is pretty nice. Looks pretty good. See, so it's done decently well. All right, look at that. The Canoe. See, dual tone, that's the way to do it. And it does it well too because it shows off the dual tone. Right, with the top piece over here. Yeah, see, because if you're gonna do a simple seam like this, at least try to make it look decent, right? So the Canoe definitely does it. Right. This piece over here on the top. So you can just line up like this side. So yeah, so that's cool. How to avoid analyzing mismatch 101. Yes, that's the whole point. Because most of the time you'll see even boards that have the seam pretty done decently, like the Corsa, you know, the top and bottom don't match at all. That's the problem. Oh, look at how straight that cable is. Isn't that nice? Just you can see the blue line over here. Oh, that's so satisfying. Okay, so hey, what's up, Moki Doki? How's the weight of the switcher? So this is an okay weight for me. These are 67 grams. I am usually around 60 grams or so. Bottom out. 65 is fine for me. 67 is alright. 67 for me is one of those things where it's fun for maybe an hour, maybe less. Afterwards, it gets fatiguing. It gets tiring. So I would not use 67 long term, at least for me. Yeah, so this is the board. Yeah, so it sounds very pingy and hollow, I will say. I think you guys can hear that too. So it could be a couple of things. It could be one or the other, or what I think is a combination of both. So first of all, the lightweight, almost empty feel of the board, that in combination with stock Zeal sounds, yeah. So I think that those two combined give it a very kind of empty, pingy sound. Yeah, I think what it does is it really amplifies the what we don't like about the Zeal switches, right? Or Gateron switches in general. This is the bottom. So again, pretty cool. Right, look at that. So overall, I do like the aesthetics of the board. I've always liked the aesthetics of the Canoe. I've always thought it's one of the nicest 65% in terms of looks. In terms of the overall package though, I would say if you're gonna pay $600, it's not worth it. I think you can do better for $600. On the aftermarket. That's because that's the price people are asking on the aftermarket. Let's hold up. See LED over there. What's your favorite switch? So for me right now, the switch I've been using the most for the past few months is actually the box whites. See how the TX65 sounds compared to Canoe? I like the way the TX65 sounds. Kayak is where it's at. Okay, so that's it for the build. The build today. I really appreciate all of you tuning in today. We got a few followers, few subs as well. Thanks for all the subs, all the cheers too, and the donation. We got one donation today, and a lot of cheers. I appreciate it. And so again, every week we have a build, and because it's the summer holidays, I'm trying to do at least 2 streams a week. And what we're gonna have is we are gonna do the duck jet fire on Monday night, I wanna say. Yeah, either Sunday or Monday night. It's gonna be a duck jet fire build. And that one's for Long Cutie Pie. It's not here right now, but yeah, so that's gonna happen. And then what else are we building? I also need to build a Box Royals build soon too with SH Chocolatier and a wood case. It's gonna be a pretty loud board. We're gonna just have fun with that one. And I don't know what's happening on Friday yet. It's either gonna be I'll have to talk to God. I think we're trying to do another one of God's boards. I said, hey, thanks for the follow. Wei Chan. Go fake J Chan. So I think we're gonna do a God board next Friday. I think that's the plan. So we'll see what it is. It could be either a OTD 356 mini, pretty baller, or a mirror. So we'll see. Alright, so again, thanks everyone. Have a good night, a good weekend. Need to go watch some Dota. Okay, see you. OTD, Arctic Fox, Moki Doki, NGB, Daredevil, JW Chen 198, Red Hawk. Let's see who else. Pavilions, EG in 2018. You think so? Fuck, man. I used to. I was an OG fanboy, and now fucking, it's dead. The Green Dream is dead. My favorite player now on my least favorite team. Fuck me. Alright. So, it's like if Steven Gerrard transferred to Manchester United back then. Oh. That didn't happen, thankfully, but yeah, can't spell Omega Low without OG. Alright. See you fellas. I'm gonna turn on the lights because it looks pretty good without the lights too. Oof. See, this is why I like silver top. Look at that. That looks fucking amazing. Oh, that is so nice. Yep, back to Discord. I'll see you fellas.